What do a Trump-backed ETF, military generals, and a $1 billion IPO have in common? Believe it or not, all signs point to Bitcoin. But that's just the beginning. This week, power players clashed, governments shifted, and one tweet nearly wiped $150 billion off the markets. If you think crypto's just about charts and coins, buckle up. I'm Steve from BeAWhale, and this might be the most pivotal week crypto has seen all year. Stick with me to the end because the last headline could reshape the entire financial world. Let's start with the fireworks. Circle, the company behind USDC, the second largest stablecoin in the world, just went public, and I mean boom. Their IPO was priced at $31. It opened at $69. And by the end of day one, $83.23. That's not a stock debut, that's a liftoff. $1.05 billion raised. One of the biggest IPOs in the crypto history since Coinbase. But this feels more mature, more real. Wall Street showed up with wallets open. And guess what? Bitcoin didn't even flinch, hovering confidently above 100K. You can say confidence is contagious. This isn't just an IPO, it's a neon sign that says crypto belongs on the main stage. Across the Atlantic, surprise, the UK Financial Conduct Authority did a complete 180. After banning retail access to crypto-linked ETNs in 2021, they're now saying, you know what? Maybe retail investors can handle some risk. What is a crypto ETN anyway? It just reflects the price of Bitcoin or Ethereum without you needing to hold the actual asset. Safer? Maybe. Simpler? Definitely. Soon, UK residents may be able to buy these directly through regulated exchanges. This isn't just a rule change, it's a signal. The UK doesn't want to be left behind in the global crypto race. And if you're thinking, wait, didn't they just say crypto was dangerous? Exactly. That's how fast things are shifting. Blink and yesterday's villain becomes today's innovation partner. All right, let's get weird. Senator Cynthia Lummis just said US generals are floating the idea of a national Bitcoin reserve. Yeah, you heard right, generals. The guys planning military defense strategy. They're now talking about Bitcoin as a strategic asset. Why? Because in their words, we're already in an economic war with China, and Bitcoin is the digital equivalent of gold, but with wings. Imagine if your national security toolkit included missiles, satellites, and a cold wallet. Even Vice President J.D. Vance said at Bitcoin 2025 that BTC could be vital to US power. Crazy? Maybe, but history is full of once crazy ideas that turned out to be brilliant. Alright, buckle up. Trump Media, the parent of Truth Social, just filed for a spot Bitcoin ETF. It's called the Truth Social Bitcoin ETF. Not kidding. They want to custody the Bitcoin with Crypto.com, list it on New York Stock Exchange Arca, and ride that ETF wave that BlackRock and Fidelity have been chasing too. But here's the twist. It's not just another ETF. It's a Trump-branded one. And in the fine print, they gave themselves the right to front-run trades. Yeah, not great optics, but still the message is clear. Crypto isn't just tolerated by this administration, it is embraced. The Winklevoss twins are back. Gemini filed confidentially for an IPO right after Circle's stock ripped. It feels like the exchanges are waking up. Remember when Gemini was in hot water over its Earn program? Layoffs, lawsuits, FUD? Well, that was then. Now they want to be publicly traded. Valued at $7.1 billion last time around, but that number could be way different now. What does it mean? If this IPO lands, you can bet your cold wallet that Kraken, Bitstamp, maybe even OpenSea will follow. It's like the IPO window's been cracked open and the whole industry is leaning in. If you're serious about building in Web3, don't go it alone. At BeAWhale, we don't just code, we strategize, design, and scale blockchain projects that are secure, scalable, and actually make sense in the real world. From smart contracts to full D apps, we help turn crypto ideas into living, breathing ecosystems. Want your crypto product to last longer than a market cycle? Well, let's build it together. Not every headline is bullish. Taiwan's BitoPro exchange just admitted it was hacked for $11.5 million, but the attack happened 3 weeks earlier. It took on-chain investigators to expose it before the platform came clean. Hackers drained funds during a system upgrade using an old hot wallet. BitoPro says they've replaced the missing crypto and improved security. But what about the delay? It shook trust. Their token dropped 5% as soon as the news hit. It's a reminder, even regulated exchanges can be caught off guard. And in crypto, if you're not moving forward on security, you are falling behind. Of course, crypto wouldn't be crypto without drama. Trump versus Musk, public insults, threats, and a whole lot of ex-posts.
Elon knew the inner workings of this bill better than almost anybody sitting here, better than you people. He knew everything about it. He had no problem with it. All of a sudden he had a problem, and he only developed the problem when he found out that we're going to have to cut the EV mandate, because that's billions and billions of dollars.
In a CBS News interview, Musk publicly said that he was disappointed to see the massive spending bill, which increases the budget deficit and undermines the work that the Doge team is doing. Trump accused Elon of betrayal, and Elon, he fired back hard. He slammed Trump's budget bill, left White House, and started calling out Trump on X minute by minute, from suggesting a new centrist political party to threatening to decommission SpaceX assets, even dropping Epstein accusations, which he later deleted. Elon was anything but quiet, but markets spoke loud. Bitcoin fell below 102K, and Tesla stock took a big hit. It might blow over, or it might spark months of political chaos. Karol Nowaki's win in Poland is more than symbolic. He ran on a crypto-first agenda, abolishing the 19% capital gain tax on crypto, protecting user rights, and making Poland a blockchain haven. He wants Poland to become the most crypto-friendly country in Europe. JP Morgan's move was massive. Clients can now use spot Bitcoin ETF shares as loan collateral. That means crypto holdings are officially being treated like stocks or real estate. More liquidity, lower borrowing costs, more respect, and yes, even Jamie Dimon signed off on this. Nasdaq just proposed adding XRP, Sol, ADA, and XLM to its crypto index. If approved, the Hashdex ETF tracking can finally match the index fully. This means more institutional capital flowing into altcoins, less BTC Ethereum tunnel vision, and broader portfolio options for traditional investors. Tether just backed Orion X, a crypto exchange in Chile, to help bring faster and cheaper payments to Latin America. This deal will help businesses send money, pay partners, and even handle international transfers without relying on broken banking systems. So let's zoom out. What did this week feel like? It felt like a turning point. Institutions aren't just testing the water, they're diving in headfirst. IPOs are back, regulations are softening. Even the military is asking, should we start stacking? Sure, there was drama, there always is, but for every clash and controversy, there's progress, real, tangible forward movement. Sentiment, bullish, but alert. Builders are optimistic, investors are recalibrating. Everyone from banks to nations is realizing crypto isn't a detour, it's the road ahead. So smash that like button if this gave you something to think about, subscribe if you haven't yet, and drop a comment. What story shook you the most this week? Thank you for watching. I'm Steve from BeAWhale. Stay sharp, and I'll catch you next week.